Hello once again, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. In the last episode, we were trapped by moblins because of Vaati. That bastard. Ow, he poked me. Alright, now, I think we got a little bit of talking to go through here.
That foul Vaati! What could he be scheming now? Rage, I feel I owe you an explanation of what has happened. You see, Vaati and I are both Minish. I was once a famous sage and renowned Minish craftsman. Vaati was only a boy when I took him on as my apprentice, but he became enchanted by the wickedness in the hearts of men. One day, Vaati took a hat I made for the humans, my pride and joy. It granted the wishes of its wearer. He put it on without permission. Flashback, back.
Wow, it looks like a little demon.
Vaati, what are you doing here?
Oh, what a vile form you've taken. Vile? I am a sorcerer now, and my powers beyond compare. None can stop me. Why, Vaati? What are you plotting? This year, on the day that comes but once a century, the portal opens, and when it does, I shall claim the light force as my own. I will be transformed perfect, and there will be none who can stop me. He looked vile before, in Vaati's defense. I would not have taken that little purple thing on as an apprentice. Gah! I didn't give him a voice there, because God doesn't really need a voice. And of all the things he could have done, no, he doesn't kill him. He doesn't turn him into a rock or something completely helpless. He turns him into a bird hat. I think it's a bird hat, and he goes, Tell me, how does it feel, my sorcerer's curse? There is nothing you can do to break it, Islo, or to stop me. And with that, I must be leaving. And he's just like, oh, guess I'm a bird hat now. Oh well, that works.
You know the legends, of course. The gifts the Picori gave to the humans. Well, you call the Picori Blade was the first of those gifts. And the second, well, you call it the Light Force. But it is a source of limitless magical power. If Vaati were to get it now, it would be devastating. It came to the world of men hoping to stop Vaati. And I met you in the woods, but it seems we won't be breaking the curse on me anytime soon. However, the sacred blade, we can certainly restore Princess Zelda. I'm sorry. All that has happened has been due to my own pride, my folly. I must rely on you, on your power, until we can put an end to Vaati.
Face rape again! Face rape, take two.
Well, Rage, enough fairy tales. We must search for the next element.
And with that, we're off to start on our next epic adventure. Start with the epic music also. Alrighty. Now, our first order of business is to get to our next element, I guess. We do have stuff to do before that, though. First of all, you can see we have a boomerang for sale here. But it's actually 300 rupees, so we won't bother with that right now. I've gotten way too far extensively ahead in my practice file, so forgive me if I forget what I'm doing for just a moment. But we'll fit kinstone pieces here with this woman. Don't follow my kinstone fusions exactly as I show them. I'm just showing all possible fusions in possible locations. They can shuffle around between the different townspeople. Generally, your green ones are just going to give you one of a random assortment of things. So don't worry about getting this exact kinstone fusion at this exact point in time. Let's see if Swiftblade has anything new for us. And he says, a new sword, fantastic. And you seem to have acquired new skills with it. Yes, I am ready to train you again, young swordsman. So, will you accept this new training? Yes, I definitely will. I will now teach you a technique called the Rock Breaker, so pay attention. First, swing your sword to break pots. Actually, that's all there is, young swordsman. Do you understand? No. No, I understand. Yes, haha, good. If you had said you didn't understand, I would have serious doubts about you. As would I, Swiftblade, as would I. Yes, but one must feel the technique, not simply hear about it. That's why I will now do this pointless crap and spawn pots and break them with your sword, as if you didn't know what it was. So, break a pot, and he'll be like, oh, you're fine. Well, you're fine. You're awesome. You can break pots. You know, like, you attacked a pot. Way to go. I know you guys have done that before. Somebody has swung their sword at a pot before now. But let's see if you... Yeah, you have a Kinstone Fusion. No. Fuse with me. Fuse with me, Lolly. Is that a boy named Lolly? Wow. Poor kid. Just had a rough childhood. And he spawns a chest for us in the north end of the Landline Ranch. I believe that's 200 rupees, not to spoil anything for you guys. I can't wait to fuse with the postman. You can fuse with the postman if you can chase him down, or just get in his way, actually. But where we want to go is actually over this way. And I'm gonna kill him just because I can. Oh, and we cannot just break pots. If you noticed, excuse me, if you noticed it says rock breaker, not pot breaker. But we can now break anything that was like pots with our sword. So that includes rocks and pots and pot rocks and rock pots. I don't know if there's anything else that I'm not mentioning off the top of my head. But we want to get down there, actually. So let's go down this ladder. And let's use our newfound power to split. I know there are things we need to do before the next dungeon, but I want to get this out of the way first. Now, I don't know how they can help us push blocks, but they go through things. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Now, up here, there's something we can bomb, but I believe it's mysterious shells, which I don't want to get to yet. This field becomes very important for a very long time. Not to do with the story, but it's simply just... Oh. Oh.
What a strange feeling! I said something from the castle's direction! Or was it just me?
Now, stuff goes down. So let's watch. Why does he warp like that? And Delta's all like, who is there? What, Vadi? How did you get in here? And Vadi's all like, I'm gonna warp 10 feet forward, because that is much more dramatic than simply walking. And what are you doing? I can't even laugh for crap right now. Anyway.
It looks like you're all here. Very well. The King of Hyrule has words for you.
You all know the power the Picori gave to mankind, do you not? The golden light force of limitless magical power. I want it! It's somewhere here in Hyrule. Well, you think? Go now and bring me this power. And they're all like, what a fook? I love Jack's films. Shout out to Jack's films if anybody watches him. I love him. Waste no time, go forth at once, and bring me the light force. Fling anyone who refuses into the dungeon, him and his family too. I will tolerate no disobedience. Now search high and low throughout the lands of Hyrule. And Islo's all like,
maybe it was just a wind, but I hope...
I don't know, I advanced the text too fast.
Anyway, we need to look for the next element. The map says it should be somewhere around here.
If I don't read the text exactly as it appears, I read it to the effect that it makes sense. I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying that my brain tends to reword things. And yes, don't get hit by those. They will knock rupees out of you. But we want to come over this way. Because even though we can't go this way yet, we need to trigger something that'll let us go this way. And I think... Yep.
So, this must be the Castor Wilds. It's a nasty, dank place filled with swampland and mire. But we know there's an element waiting for us. It's somewhere in here. So, in we go! Come on, rage into the muck with us!
Well, if you know anything about a Zelda game, Islo, you'd know that the fact that it's a new type of terrain, chances are we need something to cross it. Let's walk towards this seaweed here. I never noticed that before. But it seems...
Hey, Rage, watch your feet! You're sinking, you're sinking! If you fall all the way in, I'm gonna get muddy! I don't think we can just walk across this swamp. We're gonna have to find some way to get across safely. We can discuss it later. Get me out of here now!
Wow, aren't you a diva? I'm gonna get all muddy. Because, you know, I need to be clean because I'm a hat. Yeah, shut up, Moblin. But we want to push this in here because it'll get us back quicker if we ever need to leave this place. Leave this place at once! I don't know what that's from. So, we go back this way. Anyway, it's just after noon on February 1st, 2013. This doesn't seem so historical as many of the other Let's Plays I've been watching, but if we look, this guy was huffing too much glue, too much shoe glue, and he passed out. Oh, and this is the first time we're transforming on top of a cracked pot, so... Oh, and all pots have this crack on the bottom, which kind of makes them worthless, I guess. But there's leaves growing out of the bottom of the pot. And Isla says,
That's right! Even some human objects are portals to the Minish world! Those Minish may not look like much, but they are quite crafty!
He's saying they like he's not one of them. And these shoes that were on the ground disappeared. There is crime even in Hyrule Town, or Castle Town, or whatever it's called in here. But we need to come up here, and I think we need to talk to this guy. He says, Hey, you're Rage, right? You're the one who brought the sword to Master Malari. You're on a quest to help save the princess, aren't you? I wish I could go on a quest, but then who'd make Rem shoes for him? Oh, you need Pegasus boots while you're just in time. We made a pair now while Rem was sleeping, and they happen to be just your size, even though they're much bigger than us, and for some reason we make shoes for a living. I guess it just works. We made a pair of Pegasus boots that are just your size, but only Rem can put the finishing touches on them, which are actually kind of stupid. Haha, that sleepyhead Rem is nearly impossible to wake up. If you want to wake him, you'll need to get an item from Syrup's hut. It's a little bit of a trek, but we'll mark it on your map for you. Or we could just wait for him to wake up naturally. Because it seems like Rem really needs his rest. What's he doing late at night? There's no internet. Doesn't really seem to have many friends. He's a freaking shoemaker. He's a cobbler. I'm guessing it has something to do with shoes? Can we fuse with you? No. Can we fuse with you?
Yeah, we can!
Maybe.
No, we can't!
Does this mean we can fuse with Mr. Postman now? Yeah, we can. Maybe. Yeah, we can. Alright, now this is rather pointless, because if you're watching a Let's Play, I'll give you all this information. It'll become quite apparent. And Stamp gets this great idea. He's like, I know! I should start a newsletter! Blah, 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 blah. It's gonna be a lot of work. I'll need to get somebody else in. So, basically, this is the only point where the post office becomes relatively, somewhat, slightly important. And it's not even important. This guy! I love this guy. I didn't use him my first time through the game, my first 2 times through the game, but he'll sell you this white pick-a-light. Yeah, pick-a-light. Yeah, it's kind of funny, because they're lights, and you get to pick one. But you can only buy them one at a time, especially because we only have one bottle right now. But with this white pick-a-light, it makes it easy for you to find kinstones for a short period of time. I want to come down here and see if I can do something down here. Down here. And Isla says,
So this is your house! Well, it seems like a nice place, so where's my room?
yes, because the last time I was in here was before I met you, so obviously I had a room picked out for you. You know, for magical hats that I might find. Ooh, I've never seen a pot in a thought bubble. Oh. But that's not his voice I gave him. If you remember, he'd say,
Oh, you want to fuse kinstones? Okay, let's do this. Goodness me, Princess Zelda.
we can't fuse with him right now because we don't have the pizza slice, which is a red kinstone that's shaped like a triangle, much like a pizza slice. But that is a very important kinstone fusion to me. I believe we need another one for him. But up here we'll meet one of my least favorite and favorite Zelda characters of all time. He will always want to fuse with you until you fuse with him twice. But his name is Tingle, and it's a necessary fusion in my opinion. and we can't use them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say let's deal with it later, actually, because there'll be a point pretty soon where we get unlimited rupees. I guess it's kind of a cheat, but oh, come on, there's no way to get to the Minish Woods from here? Oh yeah, it's up. Duh. See, forgive me if I forget my way around a little bit. I told you this. But anyway, we want to go this way, because we want to go to the Minish Woods. I was wrong. We want to get to the Minish Woods, but we want to get to them from the other way, which is northward. Wow, that was a really annoying pitch I just pulled. Wow, I'm getting low on health. I'm just being careless as a mother 3. Never played that game. But we want to go over here. We want to go down here. We want to go this way. And we'll see the great fairy butterfly fairy. He'll give us something nice. And welcome to the Adventurer's Spring. I need many rupees right now. Please throw all of yours into the spring. Sure. Really? You know that if you do this, you will have absolutely no rupees left, right? Will you really throw them all in? Yeah, because I know you're not that dumb. You are most kind. I do not really need your rupees. You don't say! You're a fairy. What do you need, a new dress? That wasn't even a joke. Anyway, but I must reward such a kind adventure with some of my power. We got a big wallet! I think now we can carry 500 rupees. May you fare well in your quest. And that is the only purpose that this point serves. Might as well fill up on health while we're there, but too late. Ooh. Now it's funny because the first time I came here, I had like 7 rupees, so I was like, sure, you can have 7 rupees. And she's like, yeah, I need your 7 rupees so badly. It's like, I really don't care. At this point, I think they expect you to have more. Wow, I'm so used to this point in my game being so much more completed because my, I'm so much farther in this game in my practice file. He needs a pizza slice as well, so we won't be fusing with him right now, but we want to go over to this Minish stump. We want to break into his house. I'm not even going to bother talking to him. Basically, they're locked out of their house because they can't find the spare key. There's a spare key inside the house. And now we got the Lon Lon Ranch key, and I don't think we can go out the we can't even go out the front door with it. So let's go back out. And they're just out here well, he's pacing, and she's just calmly dancing in place, doing the Mexican hat dance. Anyway, he wants to fuse with us. Oh, and he'll give us a heart piece. But we're like, hey, guess what? We have a key to your house, guy. And he says, oh, our one and only spare key. I don't know how you got this, but I can't thank you enough for somehow knowing how to get into my house at any time and not robbing me. Rage, that's a great name. If you ever need to go to Lake Hylia, feel free to cut through our house. That is a very inefficient sounding method of getting to Lake Hylia, in my opinion, having to cut through someone's house, and she thanks us very much. If you don't remember who this is Malon and Talon. Or Malone and Talone, I don't know. Malone and Talone. Depends on if you see him first and think of the word Talon first, or if you see her first and think of the word, or the name Malone. Can't think of where the name Malone is even from right now. I'm drawing such a blank, and I feel stupid because of it. But we want to go up here, because up here is a whirlwind. I don't want to go that way yet, that Minish way. Because don't worry, I'll be coming back here, because over there's a secret that we can't get yet in that little tiny patch. But we want to come down here and just come straight down. I'll fast forward it, because you want to make it across here. Don't worry, we won't have to come this way every time. We'll just be cutting through here. But over here, we can just, so you know where it is, you can just push this boulder in here. And down here, we'll come to the Minish Woods. Don't worry, you'll be fine. We will come into syrups. Oh. Syrup's hut music I don't think has ever changed in any game that she's been in, but we want to come over here and buy a mushroom.
Ah, yes, a fine choice, my dear. That's a limited time article. One whiff and you're wide awake. That's why it's called a wide awake mushroom, or a wake-up mushroom. Would you like to buy it for 60 rupees?
You gotta wake up, mushroom! Its nasty scent chases away the sleepies. You've got an eye for fine goods. That, my dear, is a highly regarded homemade something. That's not important. What is important is coming to the left here and coming down, because you saw this when we first came into the Minish Woods, and now we can finally get it. It's a piece of heart, and we completed a new heart container. That reminds me, there's a piece of heart that I missed on Mount Cornell. I'll be going back and I'll be getting them all. There's a point in the game where I actually have a mind to go around and get all the extras. I don't want to do them between everything, because there's a perfect point coming up in the game, and I mean a perfect point to go around and do everything that we have missed thus far, and all we have to do for it is finish the next dungeon, which we are really not that far away from doing. Yeah, let's come over here and bomb this. Bomb all this jank stuff. Jank stuff. Jank stuff. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, don't let these beetles crawl on you. Not to be confused with the guy who sells you Picolite. But now we get away into Hyrule Town. Yeah, the flower path actually leads into the hotel. We'll deal with that later. We can't get that chest for a while. We'll deal with that later, too. I think one of these ladies... Yeah, one of these ladies wants to fuse with us, but chances are we can't, and we can't. But something we do want to do is come over here and buy some Picolites. For 100 rupees. I could have sworn it was 200. But anyway. Dang it, nobody has the piece that fits this. Son of a mother. Anywho, this is so useful. Because I don't know if they did this on purpose or not. But, alright, right now we have 1 green kinstone. Now I will drink this, and then just slash at grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 'We got 10 kinstones from that. To give you an idea of how great of a value that is, there's later a guy who sells kinstones, and I believe green ones are 200 rupees a piece. 200 or 300 rupees a piece. And for 100 rupees, we just got 10. And you can find all colors, not just that one. I'm going to do this one more time. And I'll fast forward all this crap so you won't have to deal with this. I'll use a different song though this time. I don't want to use Caramel Dancing twice. No matter how much I love that song. Alright. 200 rupees, and we got let's see here, 13, 8, we got 20 kinstones, 2 of them being red, which are, I believe, 500 rupees apiece, from 200 rupees worth of Picolite, which is a great value considering you get infinite rupees, like I said, not too far from now in the game if you so choose. It's not so much infinite rupees as it is a way to get infinite rupees. Let's see if we can fuse with Percy right now. And Percy wants to fuse with one of these. We won't do that right now. Yes, I know it's a fusion that I'd like to get out of the way, but at the same time, it's something that's much less useful now than it will be in the near future. And I don't want to fuse out my last... Yeah, fuse out my last type of one kinstone. And I went too far down because I'm getting ahead of myself. I just want to come over here to Clock Town. Wow, that's... If that's not proof that I've been watching Nintendo Capri Sun's Majora's Mask playthrough, I don't know what is. At least I didn't go Clock Town. Ah, but I just did there. I'm not necessarily a fanboy of his. I really do like his videos. I can sit back and just put him on in the background, and it's better than TV to me. But anyway... Oh, wait. I'll take it back. We should walk up to him and press A. And we hold up a mushroom above our head, and it disappears. And Rem's all like, what a fook. I gotta stop referencing Jack's films. He doesn't need any more help. I mean, he's already doing awesome on YouTube. Not as good as other YouTubers, but... And blah, 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 blah. He says, like, oh, guess what I make shoes in my sleep. Guess that... That is the finishing touches that Rem needed to put on the shoes. That only Rem could do. He needed to tap the right heel 3 times and wipe the side of them. But now we got the Pegasus boots! Okay, so do I need to hurry up and get working on that? Blah, 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 blah. We never need shoes again. We never need to come here again. Ever. We don't ever fuse kinstones with him. I don't think we ever fuse kinstones with his Minish. But might as well walk around and see who we can fuse with. You can fuse with like everybody in this cafe at one point or another. Yeah, we have 7 of this one now. We can fuse with you. We had only 1. That gives us a treasure chest in the Minish Woods. Oh, wow, she doesn't want to fuse? Oh, he wants to fuse. He hasn't even fused with me in my practice file yet. But he wants pizza slice. And our dad wants pizza slice. Smith. He wants a pizza slice. And his is much more important. But we can fuse with Breve. And she'll just put a treasure chest in the Minish Woods for us. Much like the last guy did, except this one's normal sized, but the last one was Minish sized. I think she'll fuse with us too. Don't jump in the pot. I guess not. Oh well. Let's try again. Normally if you walk out and walk back in, yeah, at least one of the new ones will want to fuse with you. And depending on possible fusions that you miss at certain points in the game, because there are ones that are permanently missable, but they won't, don't worry, they will not become unavailable. The fusion will just switch to somebody else. I don't know if it switches randomly, if it switches to a set person, but there are people that you can like never fuse with again at certain points. Like once you gain access to the library, eventually the library becomes blocked off again. Let's fuse with Bracco. Yeah, we got 6. Why not? Why not? I love why not. Okay, that puts a treasure chest over in Lon Lon Ranch. And we can fuse with Pina, who is a girl, somehow. I think it looks like a blonde samurai. And that is a chest that I will try to avoid at first, probably, because I know exactly what's inside it. It is 200 mysterious shells, which I don't have a use for yet. Even though I could have a use for them, I choose not to, because, yeah, we only have 63 mysterious shells at this point. Thank God for that. I don't like getting overstocked on mysterious shells. I almost tried to swim across that because in my other file I have flippers. Yeah, major spoiler, you get flippers. I think you end up being able to swim in almost every Zelda game. Yeah, let's try fusing with her. Come here, Malin. And she'll put a golden Octorok or rope? Rope. Golden rope. She'll put that over into Eastern Hills, and he'll try to swim through the fence. Swim, slither, whatever. Alright. You'll know why I'm mad at this spot of ground at this point in the game right now. Later on, when I reveal something. But let's go over here and get a fusion that will never go away, ever. Because it is one of my favorite. Ooh. Have your pizza slice back, you old nut bat. You old bat. Mr. I look like an older version of... Oh, crap. What's his name? What's his name? I cannot think of names during this LP. He says, finally a good match means we're in for some good luck. Yay, joy. Can we fuse with you again? We can, but not at this moment. Let's walk out. Walk back in. But he looks like an older version of the miner from freaking was it Year Without a Santa Claus? Or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? The one with the Island of Misfits. He looks like that guy. I'll think of his name, don't worry. We ever go in here? Yeah, we did. Wow, I'm dumb. Oh, but we want to go over to Lon Lon Ranch now. Ow. My face, it hurts us so. Stay away from the rope for now, unless you want money. But we got an empty bottle! Where am I going? Might as well equip the Pegasus boots. It'll make this crap faster. Oh. We do want to do something in the town. I knew I wasn't that dumb. Now, if you notice how we're just running like Napoleon Dynamite, we want to come over here and talk to Switchblade and say, oh, yes, you have the Pegasus boots, and I'm ready to train you again. So would you like to train here, please? And I'll learn a new technique called the dash attack. This is kind of like the pot breaker. It really doesn't give you any sort of... It's not really a technique. All it really means is when you have the sword and the Pegasus boots attacked, or like equipped, when you dash, you'll stick your sword out in front of you. Just like Link to the Past, every other Zelda game where you can dash with a sword out in front of you. It's just like that. It literally just means you'll stick your sword out in front of you when you have them both equipped and use the Pegasus boots. In my opinion, it should have been a given. It should not have been a technique. But considering there's only 7 techniques in the game, I definitely can understand why they made it a technique. Anyway, this episode is getting rather long. So let's come over here. Let's listen to music for just a second. Alright, that's long enough. I'll point out something interesting about this music next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Thanks for watching. I've been Rage Powered Gamer. Subscribe angrily!